Hey y'all, this is future me. The day after I shot this video that you're currently watching, and I need you to stay to the end because there's a twist to the story. I didn't want to completely redo this whole video because I think that the message is important, but there's a huge twist. Stay to the end. Well, there's some horrible news on the homestead. Let's talk about it. So you saw my thumbnail, so you see that yes, my dog is missing. He hasn't been here very long. He was here for about 3 days and 3 nights. On the third night, he got loose, and I haven't seen him since. So this is extremely crushing. I'm gonna plant some stuff while I'm talking to occupy my mind a little bit. But yeah, me and Asa, as he was called, we had been bonding very, very well. I thought that it was going to be a great companionship, but I guess that's not to be. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, how he got off of his chain. There's a couple different things that I think possibly happened. So one is that he broke the connector from the chain to his collar. That's a possibility, but I don't see any pieces in the area. I used the metal detector to go around, and I couldn't find any other pieces of metal. The other thing that could have happened is he could have broke his chain. Now the chain that I got was I want to say 1/4 inch, 1,600 pound test. So I felt that that would be enough for him, and maybe it wasn't, because I bought 25 feet of chain, and the chain is now 24 feet 10 inches, and I measured the chain in the store, so I didn't leave that up to somebody else. I did that. So I really don't believe that I mismeasured the chain in the store, and so there's 2 inches of chain missing. And I think that the most likely thing is that he broke the chain, possibly doing his job. We got coyotes and foxes and random dogs around here and whatnot. And so maybe, just maybe, he encountered one of those, and they, him barking and trying to get after him or whatever, maybe he broke the chain. And so about 11 o'clock that night, well, let's go back. So I woke up about 1:30, 1:45 that night, and I saw that I had some motion on one of my cameras, the camera that's going into the pasture area, which is where he is, or where he was. And it's normally like a fox or a cat or something, like that. So, but I always look at it to see, and it's a big old dog. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how did he get loose, And so, but the time on it was 11, a little after 11, I think it was. And so he had a few hour head start on me, but I ran out there and he wasn't back there, obviously. And so I hopped in the truck and went went searching for them. I had my flashlight out the window, just spotlighting, seeing if I could catch the glimpse of anything white. I searched for probably about 2 hours that night until maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I figured, excuse me, I figured I'd wait until sunrise to go out and look again. And so that's what I did. And still nothing, right? So I contacted the previous owner to let her know. And man, you know, she didn't make me feel bad or anything, but gosh, man, it hurt so bad to have to tell her that that he was gone, you know. I mean, I didn't. It was tough. It was tough, and it still is tough. And I mean, to think that a 3-day bond with an animal is just it's so devastating when you lose that animal, and you wonder, man, could I have done anything differently? So let's talk about that. I could have got a bigger chain, right? And so, you know, so that's weighing on my mind. Should I have gotten a bigger chain? And then where he walked out of the pasture at is kind of the gate to lead into the pasture, but I don't physically have a gate up there, which is part of the reason why he's on a chain, you know. I have the pasture is fenced in, but it's triple strand of barbed wire, which he can get out of that. But the fact that he walked out through the gate made me think, man, maybe if I had a gate up, maybe he would have stayed in the pasture, you know, because most of the perimeter of the pasture is grown up. And so I don't feel like he would have tried to get through the fence, but he may have. I don't know, you know, so but those thoughts, you know, they go through your mind, and you're like, what could I have done? What could I have done? And I mean, for the first couple days, I mean, I was making flyers and everything, and just going around searching, seeing if I could get a glimpse of him somewhere. My area is, you know, we're rural. It's very wooded out here, so he could be anywhere. So this whole ordeal has really made me rethink some things about the homestead and what my plans are and how I'm going to move forward. You know, everything happens for a reason, and maybe it wasn't the right time for me to get a dog, you know? I mean, if I don't have the infrastructure in place already, then maybe I shouldn't try to press the envelope. And so I'll definitely be taking a huge step backwards on the homestead. I mean, I don't have the money for the fencing and all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm trying to create other avenues of revenue, but as far as that's concerned, there is revenue coming in from, like, let's say YouTube here, or my affiliates, but it's not a substantial amount. It's not enough to make a difference in stuff like that. Having that in mind, I need to take that into consideration when I make decisions about my homestead. And so I plan to scale back quite a bit. Not necessarily, I don't think that anything as far as my chickens and turkeys and whatnot and my rabbits will change. They're pretty well set where they are. Garden wise, I'm probably overextending myself quite a bit, so I've decided to scale that back as well. I probably won't be able to provide food to the food banks like I wanted to, at least not right now. I have to I have to figure out how I'm going to manage and create other revenue streams to be able to support operations like that. So I don't plan on changing anything here on YouTube. I've been pretty consistent with 2 videos a week, and that's what I plan on continuing to do. I'm definitely a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. I hate that this happened. Huge gut punch, but it makes you sit back and reevaluate your priorities, and it makes you really sit there and self-evaluate, and that's super important to anybody getting into homesteading or farming or any kind of animal husbandry. Self-evaluation is critical, and sometimes it takes things like this to make you open your eyes and say, hey buddy, time to slow down, time to stop overextending yourself, and to just stop trying to stop trying to always be at tomorrow and not present in today. I mean, because that's you know, it's part of us, right? As gardeners, as homesteaders, you know, we're like, you know, you see the seed, you know, now I want to see this seed grow, and so I'm always in tomorrow as far as that seed is concerned, anticipating it emerging from this soil here, and but every once in a while you need to step back and say, let me be present in today and the miracle of the seed, and the miracle that I'm here to be able to plant the seed, and not focus so much on what the seed will provide later. So anyway, I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. I'm gonna get the rest of this stuff planted over here. Yeah, I just had to jump on here and let you guys know what happened. I really appreciate all the comments for the names in my previous video, and unfortunately it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to give him one of those names. I really like the Salt and Salty. Those were pretty cool names that I hadn't thought of. So Buddy obviously was a really good one. So if you mentioned any of those were ones that, and my sister-in-law had a dog named Buddy, and she mentioned him as well. So anyway, let me get to planting the rest of these, and I'll probably immerse myself into the garden, you know, for a while. It's been a few days, so today is Friday, and I want to say it was Monday night when he got off the chain, and so this is the first real interaction. I did post another video, but I had recorded that video earlier on Monday, and so this is the first video since him being missing, and it was hard to get out here, but I knew that I needed to get back out and get things going. The homestead doesn't stop, and this is why I have the homestead anyway, is to help me with my mental health and help me cope, and being out here and amongst the animals and amongst the plants and whatnot, it really helps, and that's what I'm doing today. So yeah, you know, I was disheartened, but at the same time, I have to use this as a learning experience, and move forward. I have to move forward. It's very important. One of the things with my mental health struggles is that I would get stuck and I wouldn't be able to move forward. And and when that happens, that for me, that breeds depression and thoughts, you know. And so it's very important to me to get back to it and press forward. Like I said, I just have to set aside a little money every month and work toward these projects that I need versus adding to it and doing quick fixes. Thinking about, hey, later I'll be able to do the infrastructure. So from now on, if I don't have the infrastructure for it, I just have to say no and go on without it. So, all right, well, y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next video. So, hey, it's kind of windy out here. We just had some bad storms roll through this morning. Hope you can hear me. But anyway, so I gotta update this video. Asa came back. I'm gonna show you some videos of what I saw Friday night, Saturday morning, it really was. And so about 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm out here trying to rustle him up. He came home. Asa is home. So I'm gonna tell the whole story in another video, but I just wanted to give an update in this video that he is home. Oh my goodness, it's such a blessing. So just to give you a timeline on what happened, Monday night / Tuesday morning, he got off his chain and he was gone. I mean, he was gone. And I shot that video Tuesday or Wednesday, letting you guys know that he was gone. Well, Friday night, Saturday morning, it was really Saturday morning, I got a notification on my security camera at like 2 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and he was on the camera. And the cool thing about it was, like, he was on and off the camera for like 2 hours, and on different cameras around my property for like 2 hours. So he was definitely staying in the area, which was amazing. And then when I woke up and I saw the notification, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I come running out here, and I came and looked at the house. He wasn't here, but then I turned around. I had my flashlight, and I saw his eyes. And if you know anything about Great Pyrenees, they don't like to come to you, you know, like if you try to approach them. So I worked against his natural instincts and got him to come to me. And it took me about a half hour, but it worked, and he is back. So it looks like the chain did not break, and that it was the connection to the chain that broke. And so I've revamped that, and hopefully we don't have that issue again. I'm gonna do another video about why he's on a chain, why he's not with the livestock, and all of that in a future video. But I don't want this video to go too long. But I did want to give an update and let you guys know that Asa is back. And I'm keeping the name Asa. That is his name. And so, anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, and I'll see you in the next video.